Adesso abbiamo il terzo momento all'interno del nostro talk che si chiama Going Global.
Hi. How are you?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Nina. Hi. Thank you for being with us. Hello. Can you hear me? I will very briefly introduce you. I'm going to speak English with my guests here today, this evening. And I'm going to introduce you just reading from your bio because we're so happy to have you. Connecting from Houston, Nina Magon is the founder of Nina Magon Studio. Is an interior designer. She's an interior designer, the founder of this beautiful studio in Houston. A studio of absolute prestige, a unique approach with a signature style of bold elements, colors. We learn just by seeing some of the pictures and the references that you sent us, the beautiful projects that you'll be working on. Timeless modernity, deeply shaped by an international team and global influences. From residential to commercial spaces, her projects carry on edgy yet curated look where she infuses her creative personality and her passions for travel. Nina has been traveling all over the world, from Hong Kong, London, Germany, and also Italy. Nina, where you took some of the inspirations for your beautiful and powerful works. She visited India practically every summer, experienced the most architecturally exquisite buildings such as Taj Mahal. There probably I read you find your heritage country, obviously in India, so the most important and deep probably links with your creativity. So Nina, we're so glad to have you here today because we're talking about the situation on the residential side after the COVID-19 stroke that changed pretty much every one of us life. And we're very interested in knowing which trends do you foresee in the US high-end residential sector from your point of view. So what's the feeling of being in the US now and designing those beautiful projects you design and then obviously selling them?
Can you hear me? I think I'm cutting out.
It's fine now. Fine now.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, correctly.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Minus this technology issue, I'm very happy to be here. I think that, some of the trends that we're seeing in our market is the growing awareness and the benefits of luxury products, because luxury products due to the internet and social media, we are able to really grasp what those luxury products are, whereas before we didn't have the awareness.
Yeah.
Another thing is online channels have made it much easier for consumers to learn about many various interior design products and brands, which results in an increase in consumption of these products and services. Another thing that we are noticing quite significantly, they are paying special attention to what goes into their homes and the lifespan of those items. So as the quality of living is rising, clients are drawn to high quality materials, which I think is very important, that are also aesthetically pleasing, comfortable, and very visually appealing. People are thinking very carefully about their homes when offered a choice of size or quality. I do believe people are choosing quality over longevity.
Oh yeah.
For sure. And I think another thing is this starter homes have become very, very popular, at least here in the United States, where everything is technology driven. One of our clients, they want to put their food in the oven when they're coming home. They should be able to press a button and their food should be ready by the time they're home.
Yeah.
This smart technology is something that's very, very important right now in the United States. Another thing that we're seeing is the moral behavior of clients, which is what is heavily influencing their decisions, which is sustainability, animal welfare, community. All of these things are very important. What is the social impact on the environment? And is this something that is important for them to have in their house or not? And the last thing that we've noticed is in the United States, I'm sure you guys are seeing branded residences everywhere. The Four Seasons, the St. Regis, the Ritz-Carlton, the Waldorf. Everybody is having these branded residences, which are smaller in size, but they have all the amenities. So that's another thing becoming extremely popular in the United States right now, because we have branded residences in almost every major city now.
Wow, very interesting, Nina. Very interesting and clear. Technology, social media, but also humanity somehow are, I think, like are the buzzwords, the keywords that really drive the market in the US, and this is it's very interesting. So it's kind of like you're talking with us about the future, or what's going on there, and what will be the next big things in the future. But knowing about your passion for travels and the love for Italy, for example, and Italy obviously has an heritage which dates so back in the past, very important, thousands of years of age of history. So what did you what this left in your heart? What kind of inspiration did you get from Italy and transfer into your works?
Sure. So obviously, Italy for me has always been a leader in fashion. We all know that. And fashion and interiors are very highly correlated. You know, many of the fashion brands now have interiors which are part of that. And so Italy is one of the biggest influences on the interior design world, in my opinion. Many people consider Italy as the epitome of luxury. And since I'm in the luxury market some of my most influential designers who I admire are Gio Ponti, who's of the modern movement, Piera Fornasetti. I have all the plates in my house. And obviously, Rosanna Orlandi, she's the definition of fashion, art, design. And all this inspiration from Italy. This summer, Amalfi Coast, and I saw all the inspiration that came for Dolce & Gabbana's collection from last year was all inspired by the Amalfi Coast. And so, you know, all these things are very important. I also think that in the interior design world, the natural beauty of Italy, which is the Amalfi Coast, is so absolutely stunning. And then you compare that to the architectural beauty that you have in Italy, which is the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountains, the Duomo. And so, you know, my favorite style in interior design is the juxtaposition between classic design and new and forward-thinking design mixed together. For me, that is the most beautiful, and obviously that inspiration comes from it.
Wow, great! That's so refreshing to hear from you, from America, that actually Italy is so well perceived in terms of fashion, high-end, and the beauty in everything we make. Because, you know, we tell us this every day, pretty much, but here. And so if we hear it from the US, that's true. That makes you feel like it's actually true, or the US, like in China or anywhere else in the world. Very interesting, this link that you create from the fashion, the NG, this kind of look and feel that our fashion proposes and how it transfers into interior designs. It's very, very interesting. Nina, just to sum up very, very, very briefly, would like to have your opinion on what you feel like a house will then mean in the future, in the post-COVID world. This important yet so simple word that we're using here today, house, casa. What's your feel about it in the future?
So I think that it's mixed. I think some people are downsizing now. They're saying that a big house is not as popular. They want sizing between 2,500 square feet to about 3,500 500 square feet, where, for example, in Texas, we have some houses that are 12,000 square feet, which is very, very large. And, you know, a lot of people aren't working from home anymore. So there's people who bought the larger houses. They're looking for a smaller house now because they're not at home. Their kids have gone to, some people prefer to go to the office. Another thing is that the price, and they're looking for quality versus quantity of a very large house. They're coming up now where, you know, construction has extended families living in the same house. They could have 2 masters, 2 living rooms, or could have additional property. And a lot of these people who are looking for multi-generational houses, they might not want to live in a cosmopolitan neighborhood. They might live a little bit outside of the city in a rural area. And then obviously I talk about the hotel branded residences, because that's becoming very, very popular right now. Everybody wants to live in a Ritz-Carlton or a Four Seasons because they can have a smaller house that has more quality. But at the same time, they're not foregoing the amenities that come in these branded residences. So that is something that I feel is becoming very, very popular in the United States and cities. And obviously that also gives you the privacy and the security that everybody is looking for in this day and age. Everybody wants security. And obviously the smart homes and the technology.
Okay, Nina. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for sharing with us your views about the US, the high-end residential market, and obviously the interior design next trends. It was such a pleasure to have you here, and please, when you're here in Milan, just pass by and we'll be very glad to offer you a coffee, an espresso, okay? Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here.
Bye. Thank you. Qualche problema tecnico sul finale, purtroppo è possibile, insomma, la tecnologia ci aiuta ogni tanto, però insomma abbiamo capito che ci sono anche dei punti di contatto con tanto del racconto che abbiamo fatto, l'esigenza di spazi, l'abbiamo capito, diventa importante. Poi ovviamente il mondo di alto profilo, alto spendente americano è un mercato con le sue caratteristiche, però anche lì abbiamo visto la sicurezza, la ricerca di sicurezza, alcuni temi che diventano forti quando la percezione verso l'esterno diventa sempre più difficile, insomma, più critica.